Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of Purple Raider Sitdown here on 91.1 WRMU. I'm your host, Jacob Buttar, and today I'm joined by senior offensive lineman Mason Fortner. Mason, thanks for stopping by, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
For sure, Mason. We'll get right into it. So I was trying to think of a word to describe these past 2 weeks for you guys. The only thing I could come up with was insane, in the way that the past 2 weeks have been insane, to say the very least, for you guys, because you guys are outscoring your last two opponents 145-0 in two shutout victories against Capital and Wilmington. I'm just curious, have you ever seen this team so locked in before?
We always try to be locked in the whole season, but obviously, execution practice, you get better throughout the year. So, we've been locked in the whole year, but now we're finally getting the execution down and kind of getting to our peak point as we go into the playoffs and getting ready to play some harder teams. So, we're always locked in. We got a bunch of great guys that will make sure the job gets done. So.
Yeah, for sure. Offense, defense, special teams, you guys have just been killing it these past 2 weeks especially, and I love that. You guys are definitely looking forward to those playoffs. So far this season, Mason, you guys are averaging 263 rushing yards per game and have only allowed 10 sacks this season. As a leader on this O-line, how proud are you and the rest of the O-line of those stats, and is there any one of those stats that sticks out to you in particular?
Yeah, we really want to focus on the rushing game, so that 263 game, that's huge for us. Our defense has been able to get a lot of stops and shut them out, like you were saying, so we've had more opportunities to run the ball down their throat and get up bigger in games. But 10 sacks, we don't want any of them. So, we're proud that the running game is doing well, but we just want to make sure Braxton is as comfortable as he can be back there. So, I'm proud of the guys for sure.
Yeah, for sure. The running game is just absolutely incredible this year, and it's definitely, you guys up front are definitely the main cause of that so far. So, kudos to you guys on that one.
Appreciate that.
But obviously, you block and protect for some great quarterbacks, and you open up the large running lanes for a very talented running back group. Talk about this O-line's chemistry with both the running backs and the quarterbacks here in this offense.
Yeah, the O-line room, we're all really, really close together. It's five of us up front, brotherhood. So we work together really well. We all know, what's expected of us, and we all have the same exact goals in mind. We know what each other's thinking, and it helps us be able to work together and just protect them back there. So
For sure. We see that chemistry each and every week. And again, very, very nice job by you guys all season long so far. So you guys obviously deal with the offense side of the ball, but the defense this season, like how you kind of touched on, has still only allowed just 16 points all season long. When you have such a dominant defense to back you guys up, how relieving is that for the whole offense just to come out and play loose?
Yeah, it's very relieving. If they get the ball first, good chance we get a stop. We get the ball on the 40-yard line to start, quick go up 7-0. That's a huge turn. It's insane just having them get there. They've had a lot of defensive touchdowns this year. You go back to the Muskingum game, they scored a lot. So they've definitely been helping us out and taking a little pressure off of us. So
yeah, for sure. 16 points through 7 games. Still something I can't wrap my head fully around. It's just incredible.
It is. Definitely the best defense in the country. So.
Yep, I would have to agree with you on that one. And Mason, obviously, being a Purple Raider, you and your teammates carry with you a big legacy to fill with Champion the Standard. I'm just curious, man, what does it mean to you to be a part of this storied program each and every day?
It means a lot. I grew up Northeast Ohio, so I always heard, Mount Union's winning, Mount Union this. I've watched games when I was a kid, so, it's coming up and being around this culture and everything, it's just an honor to be able to be a part of it and have my name in there, and be with the guys. But.
For sure, man. You and your teammates do a great job of keeping that standard alive, and definitely shows each and every week out there on the field. And now, looking back at your time so far here at Mount Union, what would you say has changed the most about your game in general?
I originally was at guard for my freshman sophomore year, so I transitioned to center. I'd say I'm just my game is thinking about being more smarter, just reading defenses and kind of just making the other guys' jobs easier, just telling them the calls and helping them pick up stuff. So I think my game is just kind of transitioned into more of a leader kind of style on the field rather than just a player. So,
For sure. Love that answer right there. And now, Mason, I got some quick, fun-hitting questions here for you. So I'm sure I know the answer to this one already, but I've asked each and every player this each week. Favorite team or teams that you want to highlight? I see by the hat right now. We were talking about it earlier. Go ahead.
Huge Cleveland Browns fan. It's definitely number one. Don't get a lot of chance to watch college ball. People, Ohio State fans, whatever. So NFL is kind of my big hitter.
Yep.
So
yeah, for sure. Big win for the Brownies. We were touching on it too earlier, like right before this interview. So hopefully it's going in the right direction.
Yeah. They need to keep it grooving. Keep it moving along.
For sure. Your go-to hobby outside of football?
Oh man. In the summer I like to go fishing.
Okay.
Or video games in the winter.
Okay.
I would say. So
okay.
My main hobbies.
Yeah, 2 great choices right there. Now I'm curious about this one. Any defensive lineman at any level that you would love to face up against?
Man. I've always wanted to try to go against one of those big DNs in the NFL, Myles Garrett, T.J. Watt, and just see what they can do. I mean, I'm not saying I'd be able to stop them or anything, but it'd be pretty cool to see just that kind of skill.
Yeah, for sure. And who knows, Myles Garrett, he might even be hopping over you now after we saw that blocked field goal yesterday too. Yeah, that'd be crazy.
He's definitely a beast.
Yeah, that's for sure. Now, toughest guy to block in practice?
Oh, definitely Duke Hill.
Okay.
Duke makes it hard for me every day. Makes me better. So definitely challenges me and has made me better throughout the years, going against him every single year. So
for sure. He's always going up the middle. He's always seeming to stuff the run. He's either getting back to the quarterback. So you can totally see how that might be the toughest one right there. And now, Mason, if not football, what sport would you be playing here at Mount?
I used to play basketball, but O-line, gained some weight, not like that anymore. But definitely basketball.
Okay.
So
yeah, big bruiser down there. You and Christian Parker. That'd be a pretty big duo.
Fun fact: I actually played AAU with Christian Parker all the way through high school. So it would be a dynamic duo.
For sure. Get that dynamic duo. We love it. And now, last question I have here for you, Mason. So I asked Tyler Echeverry the same question last week, but as the season progresses at such a fast rate, what will it take for you guys to stay locked in and work towards that final goal of claiming the 14th national championship in school history?
I think all of us just keep doing the same things we've been done. Don't get complacent, and don't take anything. Whatever team we're playing, treat it like any other game. Go in with a mindset that they're going to have give us their best shot. So just keep being locked in. I think when we execute and have these big scoring games and our defense is shutting them out, it also boosts our confidence. So if we keep performing well, I think it'll just continue to make us better.
Yes, sir. Couldn't agree with you more right there. Appreciate your time, Mason, and thank you for stopping by, man.
Sir, thank you very much.
Thank you all for listening to another edition of Purple Raiders Sit Down, where you're just moments away from kickoff.